Good morning to the Honorable Ministers of the Council, members of the media, radio listeners via St. Martin Gov Radio 107.9 FM, Telems Tel TV Plus Channel 15, respective radio stations island-wide and online viewers. I'm Rolika Roach and welcome to the live Council of Ministers press briefing for today, Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. At this time, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister of Justice, Anna Richardson, to address you. Minister Richardson, you have the floor.
A pleasant good morning, Honorable Prime Minister, colleague ministers, members of the press, Ms. Roach, and the listening and viewing public, and of course, a special good morning to all senior citizens. Season's greetings, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I hope everyone enjoyed, and we will continue to enjoy. Today marks a monumental day for the Ministry of Justice. Just about an hour ago, I had the privilege of co-signing the completed justice package for the personnel of the Ministry of Justice. This comprehensive package, including the national decree containing general measures for the legal position of officers with police task, the new police salary scales, the national decree to enact the legal position, and the national decree to enact the approved function book, signifies the end of a decade-long injustice. With His Excellency Governor Ajamu Bailey, we have laid the foundation for proper structure and human resources management within the Ministry of Justice. Justice personnel will now receive their individual national decrees tailored to their task, ensuring structured compensation and incorporating benefits and securities embedded in the police law. This achievement is a testament to our commitment to the well-being of those who tirelessly serve justice. I want to express my gratitude to my colleague ministers and all those in attendance who witnessed this historical achievement for the Ministry of Justice and its personnel. Once again, I extend great thanks and congratulations to my team of staff who made this all possible, and congratulate all justice personnel on the finalization of the justice legislative package. As the end of the year draws near, and this being the final Council of Ministers for 2023, as we reflect on this past year, I'm filled with gratitude and pride for the incredible work and unwavering commitment demonstrated by each department within the Ministry of Justice. I want to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one from the dedicated personnel, my dedicated personnel within my cabinet, to the acting SG, the management and staff of Point Blanche Prison, the Court of Guardianship, Customs Department, CAPSM or our Police Department, the Court of First Instance, FIU or MOT, Immigration and Border Protection Services or IBP, National Detectives, SEAIB or our Probation Department, Prosecution Services, Dutch Caribbean Coast Guard, Staff Bureau, HR Justice, KMAR, RSD, and as well as the outstanding lawyers and judges, our exceptional support staff, and finally our partners both locally and abroad. Your dedication and service to the community of St. Martin throughout the challenging year of 2023 have not gone unnoticed and is much appreciated. I also want to express my heartfelt appreciation to the public for their unwavering support of these departments and indeed for supporting me in my role as Minister of Justice. Your collaboration and engagements have been vital in ensuring the success of our endeavors. I want to acknowledge the challenges faced by some within our community. To those who have lost loved ones, faced adversity, or confronted hardship, I extend my deepest care and compassion. May you find strength and solace as we collectively navigate the path ahead. As we approach the festive season, or we're currently in the festive season, let us remember to treat one another with respect, stay vigilant, and ensure the safety of ourselves and our loved ones. This is a time of celebration, and I encourage everyone to enjoy responsibly. In closing, let me take this moment to wish each and every one of you a very happy new year when it comes. May 2024 bring with it all answered prayers, new positive beginnings, and countless blessings. As we enter an election season, I urge the voting population to carefully consider the candidates who can best represent you for the next 4 years. Remember, your vote shapes our future, so exercise your democratic right and vote. And with that, I'm saying happy 2024 to all. Be safe, and I'm available for any questions the media may have. Thank you, Ms. Roach.
Thank you, Minister Richardson, for your opening remarks. At this time, I would like to invite the Honorable Minister of Finance, Artwell Edion, to address you. Minister Edion, you have the floor.
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning to people of St. Martin. Good morning to the media. I'll also like to extend my congratulations to the Minister of Justice, Ms. Anna Richardson, and for her efforts being able to deliver a long overdue justice package, not just the function book, but the whole package. I think that a lot of persons only hear about the function book, but it's actually a whole package that, that has been worked on. And I think also that as the minister mentioned, the stability that this government has brought forward, we were able to accomplish this. I'd also like to thank my staff at the Ministry of Finance, especially that at the staff bureau and the FBA level, for being the support and the team that helped the Ministry of Justice be able to put this package together. A lot of long hours, a lot of long days, and also again, being able to put a budget together that allowed this to happen. Without having the balanced budgets, we would not be able to sit here today. With us not being able to present an amended budget to Parliament a few weeks ago, we wouldn't be able to sit here today. So I would also like to thank them for their hard work on this package. And again, congratulations to the Minister of Justice and to her entire team on this monumental moment. I believe also I'll run into the other achievements also that the Prime Minister and myself were also able to accomplish within the last few weeks. And I think that's a testament to this government looking at employee benefits, the morale of the staff, and working even after coming out of a pandemic, being able to accomplish all these achievements from the function book and the payments from the COLA and other benefits. I really would like to thank all of my colleagues actually for their hard work over the last 4 years and ending this term very, very strong and showing our employees that what they mean to us. And since I believe this is the last press briefing before New Year's, so I'd also like to end that may our collective efforts lead to more economic growth, financial stability, and the well-being of every citizen. Let us continue working together towards a brighter future, fostering fiscal responsibility and ensuring a prosperous and a sustainable St. Martin for all. Happy New Year to all our citizens, and God bless our nation.
Thank you, Minister Edion, for your opening remarks. At this time, I would like to invite the Honorable Prime Minister and Minister of General Affairs, Severa Jacobs, to address you. Prime Minister Jacobs, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Ms. Roach. Relaika, good morning to one and all. Good morning to my colleague ministers, of course, to the wonderful and dedicated staff of Department of Communications, our media in the House, as well as all those following this broadcast, whether you're here in St. Martin or abroad. Continued season's greetings, even though it's a day after we celebrate the holidays. In terms of the free days may be done, but the spirit of Christmas hopefully will continue to live with us for the rest of the year, remembering the reason for the season and that we should share as much as possible with our fellow man, woman, and child. That is definitely the way I see Christmas, is a joyous family time, and I'm sure that everyone would have enjoyed their days off. I would like to continue to pray with the holidays behind us for the people of St. Martin, that you were surrounded with your loved ones, and that during this time we also think about those around us who did not have family, who did not have a full meal, or who didn't get a chance to spend this time with family because they were either repaying their debts to society or had to actually work. I pray for you. I pray for future festivities for you, and that you still try to find the blessing in each day. As I say every week, remember that there are those who are facing challenges, who have personal losses or hardships and are navigating difficult circumstances. We must, as a community, continue to lift up and pray for these people. We must be sensitive that the festivities may sometimes feel overwhelming to those of us facing loss, and that as a community, we must give each other the grace to navigate however we feel, even during this time that is normally seen as a joyful time. We cannot force joy upon persons who are feeling sad. Give them compassion, give them love, and help them to get through it. Reach out, offer a kind word, and a genuine listening ear. Sometimes that's all we need. And our community's strength is indeed in the shared joys as well as the empathy and compassion that we can show to support each other during these difficult times. With that being said, we look forward to the new year for inspiration, for prosperity, and of course, a renewed hope and growth of self, community, and this country. This is a time when we as people make the goals that we want to see manifest for ourselves and become. So I challenge each and every one to not wait until the new year, but actually think and reflect in this last week of the year on everything that has happened over your lifetime, and especially in this past year, and think about what you can do to make it better. Sometimes we look at others and we look at the community and we look at government, but sometimes it's that step internally that we need to take to say, I am going to do this differently, that will make the biggest difference for your life. So I wish you much success as we go into 2024, setting achievable goals and working step by step to achieve them. And I must say, the Minister of Justice is one of those persons that I admire for her tenacity, because she saw a goal back in 2020 and she went for it. Regardless to the setbacks, regardless to the hurdles, she found a way to get over them, under them, and around them, and pulling us all along with her. And I must say, I acknowledge that the gratitude that she extends also to the Ministry of General Affairs, which played a great supportive role in ensuring that this could be achieved. And so last week when she said she was doing this celebration, I'm like, of course I know it passed. I had to sign it. And the Minister of Finance as well with the budget amendment. So with us putting our signatures to that law, amending how the monies would be spent, the Minister of Justice could now sign off with the governor on the national decrees to make it happen. It takes a team to make it work, and I'm super proud of the team that we are to ensure that we can lift each other and carry each other through these times. So I also add what Minister of Finance mentioned about us finally getting the needed compensation to our civil service in general, because of course the rest, seeing the Justice Ministry moving forward, could feel a little bit of envy, but know that we are also going to be adjusting salary scales as we move forward, assessing the need for the entire government organization to come to terms with where we are living in 2024 as we move forward. The promises are going to come through with the necessary legislation, and I thank the Minister of Finance for his close collaboration to ensure that that can happen for the entire administration of government. We're very, very happy that we're able to have the finances to be able to do so, because the will has always been there, but the reality of the finances has always also kept us back. So continued economic growth for the country will mean continued income for our coffers, which will help us to meet the needs of all the people, including our civil servants who work so tirelessly behind the scenes. I would just like to make one more reminder before I turn it over back to you, is that our Civil Registry Department is in reminding you to ensure that if you have not received your cards, that you will then get it back once you come to the Civil Registry Department. So the post office is still currently delivering cards. So if you haven't received them by the 3rd of January, then you should come to the Government Administration Building to pick it up or get a duplicate. So I've been, getting a lot of reports during the past couple of days. I didn't get my card yet. Especially if you have moved, you still would have to wait until we get them back from the post office. The early pickups are no longer available at this point, but once we get back all the cards that have not been delivered, then you can come to the Civil Registry Department here at the Government Administration Building, and we'll do our best to also make as many times as possible available for so many of you who are still saying you have issues with not either having a Dutch ID card or having an identification so that you can vote. So make sure you live up to your civic duty and come and see us here to ensure that you can do your civic duty come January 11th, but also generally have that ID which is needed for so many other things. I want to also take the time to tell people to be very careful on our roads. I see a lot of speeding still taking place unnecessarily. We will get where we need to be at the right time. It is better we arrive a bit late than not to arrive at all, or to endanger others along the way. Wishing you all the very best as we move into 2024. I will be sending out my New Year's message, so I'll end here. Thank you, Relaika.
Thank you, Prime Minister Jacobs, for your opening remarks. If you've just joined us, you are watching the live Council of Ministers press briefing for today, Wednesday, December 27, 2023. We now move on to the question and answer session. And Stephen Cerulean of PJD2 Radio, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Roach. Good morning to you, Prime Minister, Ministers. Good morning to you as well. My question is for the Minister of Justice. During the sending ceremony of the Justice Package this morning, you made mention that the custom officers are left out. Can you give us an idea as to why this phase of the Justice Package does not include the custom officers?
Thank you, Mr. Cerulean. So I didn't say that they're left out. I said that the attention will be now shifted to them. And thank you for the opportunity to explain that. So the Customs Department has their own law. But just like how the police needed or wanted their law to be updated, the Customs Department is seeking the same. We were trying to see if we could have made one law that has all police tasks, so services that have police tasks, all of them. Even the prison is seeking to be a part of the Rexpositio, or the police law, so to speak. But there are certain specifications or specialities in the service line that does not necessarily mirror each other, so they wouldn't fit. For that reason, we did not want to keep back this process, but in the covenant agreement that was made with the CCSU, it was decided that we will complete this aspect, and immediately we will shift our attention to seeing to it that what the prison or the correction officers of the prison, as well as the custom department, is in need of, we will address it. We've already commenced that. So we have a group from the customs department that is going to work along with HR Justice and work along with our legal team. I believe we have a meeting coming up with them tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, for us to be able to see what is it in their existing customs law they need updated or changed in order to really be in a line with current day. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Minister Richardson. Stephen, as you're the only media person here, I will allow you your two last questions.
Thank you, Ms. Roach. Prime Minister, if I'm not mistaken, the Kingdom Conference is to take place sometime in March of next year. I previously asked the question as to the agenda points of this very important meeting. Are you able to update us? If you are, can you at least give us an idea as to the subject matter during this high-level talks?
Yes, Stephen, sorry to disappoint you once again, but especially seeing the recent elections in the Netherlands and our upcoming elections, the agenda has not yet been set. So the only thing that was set was the date. We had preliminarily, say when we had the conference here, the Vierlanden Overleg, the four-country consultation here last January, when Curaçao, Aruba, and the Netherlands was here, when we made some other agreements, we did have some basic discussions about dispute regulation and the like. But of course, high on our agenda right now is, of course, anything related to the financing within the kingdom and, of course, the reparations discussion. That would definitely, from our side, play a huge role, seeing what's going on between the Aruba and the Netherlands, and between us also requesting to have some kind of debt relief, especially from the COVID loans and other things that came out of disasters, which is part of the international manner of looking at things in terms of debt cancellation and reduction. So that would be our priority moving forward, and ensuring that we have sure footing within the kingdom if we are to continue as such. But at this point, no decision has been made as to the topics as yet.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Stephen, your final question.
My final question is for the Minister of Finance. Minister, the year is quickly approaching. I'm sure preparations for the distribution of license plates and road tax to be paid are well underway. Can you provide an update?
So can you please repeat the question?
How are the preparations for road tax payment coming along?
The preparations are going great. As you may know, we're going over to a new system now with the QR code. We have a full-on campaign happening at the moment. I believe you've seen, we went over from the trial period into now we're going to start executing it. And we'll be going from now until the first couple of weeks in January. We will be promoting very, very heavy on the new system. So we won't be purchasing new plates because we'll be using the existing and going over to the QR code stickers.
You may.
Is it your intention, though, based on the new system, that you might want to probably educate the masses as to the change as it is being presented to them?
Yeah, so that has already started actually. So we have been doing the radio promo. We have had Facebook, YouTube, videos. We've been promoting heavily, but we'll start promoting even more right after the holidays. But we are currently already promoting heavy already.
Thank you, Minister Edion. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen, any further questions can be sent to the Minister's Cabinet in writing. Honorable Ministers of the Council, members of the media, radio listeners, and online viewers, this brings us to the end of the live Council of Ministers press briefing for today, Wednesday, December 27, 2023. For rebroadcast, tune into www.stmartingov.org, SXM Gov Radio via 107.9 FM, Telem's Tel TV Plus Channel 15, the official Facebook page of the Government of St. Martin, and YouTube channel Government of St. Martin. For video on demand, log on to the Government of St. Martin's YouTube channel. On behalf of the Department of Communication and the Government of St. Martin, I'm Rolika Roach and wishing you a pleasant day further.